Progress is subtle. Progress in the real world is very subtle. This is one of the most absolute powerful things that I have ever learned. Whenever we think about progress, whenever we're looking for progress in whatever it is we're doing, we look for what? The big stuff, which is pretty much the ultimate manifestation itself that you're trying to attract. You know what I'm saying? But we never look at the littlest things as progress. And one of the most powerful things I've ever learned is that real progress in the real world is actually those very subtle little nudges. That's like, for a quick example, let's just say you was trying to learn, let's just say, a new business. You want to go into business, you want to, do your thing, you want to become wealthy. People tend to look at, let's just say, your goal is to make money, which is never the best place to shoot from because there's a lot of resistance in that vibration. But let's just say your goal is to make money. So unless you're making money in your mind, you're not making progress. But real progress is, let's say you go from completely ignorant about whatever business you're trying to get into, and you watch, let's just say, a 20-minute YouTube video about it. Okay, you finish watching the video, we tend to think that we haven't made any progress. But what you don't realize is you now know some of the terminology involved with your business. That's progress. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't understand the terminology, you are now aware of these key words. You've made progress. You went from completely zero, ignorant, to you now know that there are some key words to your business that you're looking to get into. And then let's just say you watch another video. Now you can go from not only knowing of these words, now you have some type of understanding of what these terms mean. That's progress. But those are the very subtle things that people tend to overlook. That's also, like, for example, let's say somebody reached out to you, to network with you or invite you to a networking thing. We tend to not look at that as progress, but that is progress. Somebody out there that's involved with this industry went from having no clue that you even exist to now knowing that you exist. Hell, let's just say they didn't invite you. Let's just say they just sent you an inbox just saying, "Hey, I see you. Keep doing your thing. Just keep doing your thing. Stay focused." We tend to not look at that as progress, but somebody literally went from having no idea you even exist to at least sending you a message. They now know that you exist. It may be subtle, but that's progress. And one of the most powerful things I've ever learned was to recognize and appreciate those little nudges, because those little nudges add up. It's like saving money. If you put away, I don't know, I'm going to say something simple that you think wouldn't be impactful. If you put away, let's say $60, per paycheck, you do that 10 times, 10 weeks, that's $600. It sounds simple, but don't let it go over your head. That's progress. And that's one of the most powerful things I've ever learned is, man, start appreciating those little nudges, because they do add up, and it is real progress to what you're trying to achieve. I go by SLR, and I'm just here to dispel so much misinformation out there and even help you quantum jump your vibration, because it will literally change your life. Real stuff. God bless.